Hello, good morning. Or, afternoon or evening, whatever it may be. We are starting early. Um, have about an hour, little over an hour before I gotta go for work. So, um, we're probably just gonna get right into it. Last time, hello, Matzo. Last time, I was gonna go into this new area, but I forgot that I was gonna potentially play this morning, and I don't love going into new areas for morning because A, I only play for an hour, and B, um, my partner doesn't really want to miss a bunch of content, and she is back asleep. She joins to not lose watch streak and then goes back to bed. So we'll probably go find a place to farm for a bit. I might actually just farm in this region because it gives good money, and we need to get more of the thingies for one of our quests. As soon as I join, I gotta go. All right, Maso, have a good day. Thanks for saying hi. I wish that this art was changed. This chest doesn't look open. From right here, this chest looks closed. Because the shading doesn't really imply to me that it's an open chest. I think that'd be a pretty easy fix. They could just make the sprite for the back be darker. I was thinking the same thing.
Ritalla.
I love that you're just here. I'm gonna go sit on the bench and hope that you just like stay here again. Extreme, good morning. I hope that you are doing well. I hope that your own Silksong journey has been going well. Part of me wonders, I thought maybe we could farm the same guy for the item, but part of me wonders if it checks for actual game closing for that. I could see that being the case, so like just benching isn't enough. Oh, well, there we go. We can, in fact, get it from the same enemy. This is nice. So this is replenishing both our money and our not money. Our tool money, if you will. Oh my gosh, double pins. That's so good. Oh, why are you here? You weren't here before. Okay, so that enemy just has like a chance of being here? I don't like that. Not a huge fan of that. There's two of you now. What? That dude, massive Goldie. We must have gotten enough pins. I did. Excellent. Since we have enough pins, let's go. Well, how much money do I have? We'll kill these guys and see how much money I have. I might go back and convert money into necklaces. Pretty good chunk of money. Did I kill that dude? I don't know why I thought that dude was still alive. Okay, we lost a lot of health though. I don't want to waste all my health. All my Silksong healing. So. Let's do a version of that room where we don't lose most of our health. That's fine. I don't remember if I ever tried to go up. It might be worth seeing if we can go up, just so that we can potentially get another warp point. I would like a warp point closer to here. No. We cannot go up. So if we go to the opposite side, that's where one of our warp points are, and that warp point will take us to the bench. So let's do that. Kind of want to get some soul. Yeah, we could obviously like pogo off that dude to go up there, right? That's for future me. Alright, let's go to Bellheart.
Socia. Dera.
Lelo Slim.
Hello.
Buy this. I mean, we're gonna buy it anyway, so let's go ahead and buy it. And get some of these. The multi. Ew. Elaborate etched weaver spindle usable only by wilder silk extends the act of binding, but increase. Oh, this is slow. Gross. Increases speed of binding. See, increases speed of binding is where it's at. We're not near fire. I don't think we need that. But yeah, I did I did turn on the follower only stuff just as a precaution against the random people that show up to streams uh somewhat maliciously. Sometimes it's not malicious. Sometimes people just don't know how to ask ask people about stuff in a game without like spoiling parts of the game. But yeah, I am loving the game. To me, to me, this feels almost like a perfect sequel to a game. In that it very clearly expects you to have finished the first game. Like, I feel like this game expects you to have done the like true ending of Hollow Knight before you played it, in terms of like what your expected skill level is from the get-go. And then I don't know, I think the movement in it feels really good. The scale of this game is almost overwhelming. Like, as somebody that's played so much Hollow Knight Rando over the years, I'm just thinking about like what randomizer for this is going to end up looking like, and that is almost a terrifying thought. It's so big, but I like it. The changes that have happened for the most part, I like. I think there's like a couple of things where they've tweaked it, like a design choice that was in Hollow Knight that's different in this, in a way that I think is probably not like great in terms of like a game expectation. But the main thing being that like in Hollow Knight, the easy example is like Mantis Lords. You get to Mantis Lords early on, and for most people, Mantis Lords is an incredibly punishing fight the first time. And so after you die to Mantis Lords, Quarrel shows up and literally tells you, hey, you can just leave and come back. Like, you don't have to do this. As a matter of fact, I don't actually recommend you do this. But I mean, from that point, like, literally once you get Claw, there's like 3 possible major branches of branches of like direction you can go. You could either go through Mantis Lords and then go to Tram, or you could like decide to go back to Dirtmouth, and by now you might have enough money to buy Lantern, and that gives you a different direction to go. Or you could decide to go to City. Like there's a lot of a big split right there. So far in Silksong, even though you can like leave fights that you struggle with and come back, it doesn't feel like you'd have anywhere to super go. Like, there's not necessarily easier fights somewhere else. Like, it seems like it kind of seems like the basic arena or boss fight is just pretty difficult, which I'm fine with. Again, like, I have been playing Hollow Knight over the years, but I know that I find them difficult, which makes me think that like a lot of people, and I've had a lot of people mention it, but it seems like a lot of people are probably going to just have big barriers, and I do have concern about that as like a design choice, because probably not great for a lot of people to have huge barriers in progression. Like, especially because Hollow Knight didn't have that as a design choice. Like, Hollow Knight, again, literally tells you, if you struggle with the boss, leave and come back. And it gives you all this opportunity to get stronger by the time you come back. The early game equivalents in Silksong, if you want to leave and get stronger, that seems like an idea, and you can go explore, but you're not really going to get stronger, because at least so far, I found very few ways to actually get stronger. Like, I mean, right now, I now have 7 masks, but I didn't even have 6 masks for a very long time. Like I had 5 masks for a very, very long time. So, I don't know. It's not like a major complaint. It's more of just I suspect maybe it's gonna have more nerfs. I know there's already been some minor nerfs put out in the patch that just came out. Wow. That's okay. I'm gonna, like, I'm just having a blast though. Like, this has been so good. I don't think I could have possibly predicted the game would have so much and just feel so good to play. Like, um, I don't know. Like, I guess I don't know what I expected. I think part of me was, everyone's like, oh, you shouldn't. Usually when something is overhyped, you don't really want to, like, fall into that overhyping. And I usually don't have high expectations for stuff that comes out. I'm like, if it's really good, it's really good, but it it could just be more of the same. And so far, it doesn't necessarily feel like it's more of the same. It feels like a new thing, but it doesn't feel like it's too different. Like, there's a lot of games where a sequel comes out and the sequel feels like it could have just been a DLC for the game. This doesn't feel like that. This feels like it holds its own ground as a game. The character is different, but it feels like the same world kind of thing. Um, but it's not so different that it doesn't feel like it should be, in the same, like, it shouldn't be a sequel. Like, there's a lot of sequels that you're like, I don't even know why this was the same thing. It feels like a complete drastic change. Yeah. Badge, I hope you're doing well today. And yeah, the patch, I think, so from what I remember of, like, skimming the patch notes, I think 2 early game bosses were slightly nerfed a tiny bit. I don't know if they tweaked arenas. I think I've said it before. I think the early game arenas are too complex right now. Um, I like. I think it's fine. There's people that have complained about the arenas. I think the arenas everywhere are fine. I think it's a kind of fun thing, but I think they are currently too complex because there's so much to, like. You're still learning how the enemies work, and you're being thrown into needing to learn how the enemies work while also accounting for usually 3 of them at a time. Almost got spoiled by the patch. Yeah, I saw that they went and tweaked it later, but, like, on my personal Discord, I have it forward those, like, I have it forward the announcements from HK Main. And when I saw that it forwarded it without spoiler tags, I just deleted it from my server because I was like, I don't want, I don't want people to get spoiled. I think they're valid complaints, but on the other hand, I'm very happy the game's difficult. Yeah, yeah. I see that. I think that's the thing is that I'm very much okay with the difficulty. I just can see that it's there. Like, I'm very aware that it's there, and I don't think people should have the same expectation for playing the amount of Hollow Knight that I've played. Like, I'm not great at Hollow Knight, to be clear, but I've played it a lot, so I don't know. I think the early game just needs to be less complex overall. I think giving people time to get into the game a bit is probably better. Like, it's probably a healthier environment. But, only there are games that don't do that. For example, like, I love La Mulana. La Mulana does not do that. I love Noita. Noita does not do that. Those are both games that they put you there and you gotta get good or else. Like, there is no, like, easing you into it. The problem is Hollow Knight wasn't like that. Hollow Knight very much eased you into it. I mean, Crossroads, the enemies in it, just are nothing. They're, you know, um, so it's just like Silksong starts with everything so much more complicated. Like, the baseline enemies feel like they're the late game Hollow Knight enemies, which is, nice when you're coming from Hollow Knight. It's just it does feel like a lot that I think they're asking of people. False Knight's a big barrier for players, and it is required unless you break the wall. Yeah. Well, yeah, but like, even False Knight is not that complicated of a fight. It's a pretty simple fight, and that is a huge barrier for people. I think that's actually a good point. Like, there are enemies pretty early game that feel like they're as like better than False Knight. Like, they feel like they could kill False Knight. I think a good example of it is like the ant area. The ant area, which I would still consider pretty early with how fast you like get there. The ants are very punishing. Like, they like a lot of enemies, like especially the ants, they punish like every move you make. And if you're someone who's still getting used to how the game plays, that's just probably really, really hard to get used to. Yes, are you trying to get my attention? Miss Traveler, thanks to your valiant contributions, our little town's starting to feel like its old self again. Homeland's have been hoisted, and the square shines. I have seen the changes myself, Pavo. It is pleasing to hear my contributions have not been in vain. Indeed, your generosity is a guide for others. We've only one thing now sorely missing. Bugs! What is a town without residents? Age, scarcity, deadly thread? Bellheart is beset by endless ills. Now there's just remaining few as you've met. In recognition of your noble efforts, and as one small step to solving the problem, I have decreed a grand gift should be given. A bell home of your very own? A place to reflect, a bed to lay in. It's hanging up there at the top. What? Excuse me?
Nesvia?
I have no plans to settle, Pavo. But for now, my task in Farloom remains, and while it does, a residence may prove useful. Of course, your fortitude inspires us all, and if trouble ever descends anew, it surely won't hurt to have a resident warrior close at claw. What? We weren't supposed to do anything new without Torny being here. Okay, well, we won't use the key. Amazing, fascinating. I thought we were just gonna have a little dialogue. I cannot believe this. Malek was a challenge for new Hollow Knight players, but it was easy to skip. So that's... Fed, you bring up an interesting thing with Malek. There are a ton of players that think that getting to Malek without, like, Claw is, like a skip, like they're doing something unintended. Mind you, it's very clearly obvious that getting to Malek without Claw is intended. But, like, you know, they see the walls and stuff, and they're like, oh, you're supposed to, like, wall jump. Like, a lot of people don't figure out they can get to Malek, and then there's a lot of people who do realize they can get to Malek, but they feel like they're doing something they're not supposed to do. So, like, it's very interesting, because it's, like, one of those things where it's an intentional, like, skip, basically. Like, sure, once you can wall jump, you can get to Malek, and by that time, you've played the game more, so you're probably going to be a lot better at the Malek fight. But it's kind of like a potential reward. One of the things I really liked about Hollow Knight's design is actually that, is how Crossroads exists as one little ecosystem. And I think in part that's because Crossroads was like the original beta, like the beta release of the game was Crossroads. And so that kind of makes a lot of sense. Like, there's exactly 4 mask shards you can get going through Crossroads. One of those is gotten by getting exactly 5 grubs, and 5 grubs gives you a mask shard from Grubfather. Like Crossroads may be kind of boring in terms of, like, the enemies in it by default are just like people that walk in circles, but Crossroads is set up to give you, like, a boost in the game. If you actually do all of Crossroads and, you know, realize, like, you can do some basic stuff. intended enemy pogos in Hollow Knight all over the place, just like there are. I mean, they're very obvious in Silksong, I think, but yeah, if you like collect the things that are laid out for you, then Crossroads is just like, here's a mask, here's a reward, here's like some starting money. It just kind of sets you up for the game, which is, I think, very cool. I think I would have preferred that Silksong did something kind of similar to that. Like, it would have been very nice if, I mean, not the mossy area necessarily, but the first 3 early game areas, like the mossy area, and then the bone bottom and ant area. I'd say like those 3 are kind of like our little beginning zones. It would have been very nice if those zones on their own just set you up for like a bonus mask, and like maybe some sort of little bit of damage upgrade based on stuff. Yeah, I mean, maybe they kind of do. I don't know how long it was. I don't know how long it was before I explored things that I might have missed in it, but I don't think I missed very much, because we re-explored stuff a lot, and I did find a ton of areas pretty early. Imagine being a homeowner in this economy. I can't believe they just gave me a key. I really want to go see that, but I am going to wait until Torny's here. That's just fascinating. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the bosses and arenas. I think it's fair to say that some of the arenas may as well be boss fights. They're very punishing, and like the that one ant boss, like there's a lot of mini boss characters that, because of how they're presented, are basically on par with bosses. Hollow Knight presents Gruzmother as a boss, right? Most people would not consider Gruzmother to actually be a boss. Gruzmother feels like a chonky enemy. Gruzmother is arguably easier than the dude that has the big club in Crossroads. But, so, I don't know. It would have been kind of cool too. I think early game, unless I'm misremembering, you have that scene where you're doing an arena and Chakra's helping you in the arena. I think it would have been very cool if there was more of that. Like, more times where there's an arena and Chakra like helps you, or we've seen another person help us recently. But it would be a little cooler if in the early game there was a little bit more of that, maybe. Because then the arenas wouldn't be quite so bad. I mean, there'd be more visual noise going on because another person's there, but they would also be taking some hits and stuff. I don't know. These aren't major complaints from me. It's more of just I'm thinking about how much I want other people to be able to enjoy the game, and I just worry that other people won't get to enjoy the game as much because they'll be more frustrated. I've seen a lot of people over the years drop games that I really like because they get frustrated by the difficulty of it. Like Noida would be an example of this. Like, I love Noida, but Noida frustrates a lot of people. Easy to get lost, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of visual noise to get lost in, that's for sure. Oh, little baby. The Discord active now sidebar shows stream previews. Oh, I didn't realize it showed the Twitch previews. Amazing. I know a lot of people who took steps to make sure that anywhere there would be spoilers for stuff, they could avoid it. Like a lot of people that are more active on Twitch use Prankerface Z has a thing to blur thumbnails so that you can avoid spoilers for games. Yeah. But you can individually turn them off, and then server, like if it's the active now one that's in a server, people, like the server owners can disable that. If it's the one that's like when you first open Discord, I don't think you can disable that. Whoop. Well. Alright, the farming can begin. Oh, I don't have silk. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We're getting super bullied. I didn't realize I didn't have silk. Okay, do we want to keep farming here? Or do we want to go elsewhere? Hmm. I mean, I'm leaning towards elsewhere just because we could go like back up to the Citadel and then, get more money. I feel like the that one area we were farming in, I think, gives good money. It's a little like the enemies are a little more difficult, but that's fine. The thing I like about this area is that I can convert my stuff. I don't know, it's about to be break time. I do have a little bit of time. I still have like 20 minutes before I need to go, like, start heading out. So, I'm gonna get up now, take a break. Um, I'll be back in just a few minutes. All right. We are back. Hope you had a good break if you took one. Also, in exciting news, Torny is back. You know what that means? That means we can go look at the thing. Go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Your absence was blocking game progression, kind of. But it's okay, she's back now. So here's the thing. I was gonna go do my morning farming, as I do. And I came here to convert some rosaries. And this dude, you remember that one dude being annoying? Well, this dude is being annoying. He was like, talk to me, talk to me. So I talked to him.
Luminarat.
Always welcome. When I talked to him, he said, thanks for, donating so much to our place and helping everything. We want to give you something. And he gave me this. He gave me a key. I haven't been in it yet. He said it's at the top of here. Oh. 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 A locked bell home. Use the key. Yes. Ooh. We are a resident. Acquire a bell home. Oh, we have a bell. Oh. Oh. We take nappies. Oh my god. Oh my god, we can take nappies. Oh, it's so cute. Oh. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Oh, I love it. Ah. Perfect. Yeah, we don't see Hornet back very often at all. Alright, don't have your thing.
Maybe not.
I have mapping supplies still, if you'd care to trade. Ah, yes, I would like this. Thank you. You have purchased the last of my mapping stock for now. Stay alive on your journey, and when our paths next cross, we may trade again. Okay, I'm curious. Hmm. I like the one. Where's the other one? Well, there's. I guess it doesn't put on the map because I don't know where it is. So there's another one.
There,
Yeah. So there's another one that's not accounted for. So this is the one by the bell. This is the one. This is the first one we got. There's the one that down there. There's the one that we've seen but we can't get to because we have to come from above. But there's another one. There's one that's not listed. I think it's not listed because I don't know where it is. Like we can take one to a room that we can't leave. And we don't know where that room is. It's to an area we don't have the map for. So interesting. Alright. So well, part of me is wondering maybe what, 15 minutes?
Finish up some of those quests.
Well, I did. Oh, we could go turn in the quest. I was waiting for you to be back. Wait, I got all the pins. I was farming... I farmed pin dudes and got all the pins. So we'll go turn that in now. Take me to the Grant and Bellway. Okay, this one. Yep.
Oi!
Hi. Yeah.
Oh, he's even gesturing at you.
Yeah. Heard you did the saving for our dear merchant there. I've seen her about sneaking and scrounging, even afore you was ringing that bell. She's a useful sort, but don't let her age be fooling. She's still the sharpest mind for a deal.
Ellos.
Won't be long till there's an airy rosary that shines that ain't found its way into her pocket.
Gevig, ghetto.
We done it yet, Bellringer? Wriggled deep? Discovered the depths of obsession that brought this place so low?
If you speak of the Citadel and its silks, caretaker, then yes, I now know the start of it. In the ward down below, I saw it clear. The hollowed husks and the many torturous implements. Machines to instill a bug with thread that would see their life extended.
Aledara.
Aye, that's it in part. But there's more scale to it than all that. Just think of them greedily shoving the silk into their shells. The madness that overcame them. Eternal life for mortal bugs. Then think how long it's all gone on.
The children born of them, and all the pilgrims after. The silk has seeded deep into this kingdom's shells, generations deep. No wonder Farloom's bugs proved such easy prey for that haunted thread. It had only to seek for itself to reach them.
Brondaga.
Now you're seeing it, Bellringer. These poor pilgrims, all born bound to the cruel system of our world, now stricken in its new cursed web. You at least are free from it, and free to shake it all up, if that's your choosing. Good morning, Minaj. Fine pins deposited. Wish granted. Heavy rosary necklace. Ooh, more things. Haunted brethren wandering the great hall still wear fine white cloaks. Summon greatly. Alright, we'll collect my cloaks. Balm for the wounded. From Sherma. For the sake of our ailing brothers and sisters, I will descend into the holy white ward and search for healing supplies. If you are able to, please join me. Company will make the work much merrier. Okay, Sherma. I hate the white ward, but okay. Stop and share some of your rosaries before you go scurrying off again, dear one. I'm sure to have something that's to your liking. These pool extender. I don't need any of these right this moment. Stay a while and listen. Has anyone been going in here? Are there people in here? Or we just have an empty bed? Empty bed. I find it interesting there's a bench out here and a bench in there. Like, do I need benches in each spot? Don't know. I do kind of want. Wanted to go do a little bit of explore around here, but I was not wanting to see new areas. Come over here. Come here. Let me pogo off your face. Come here. No, come over here. No. Hey. Will you literally not get over here? Come over here. Wow. Wow. That's messed up. That is messed up. Let the enemy come over here. Let me pogo off his face. That's so messed up. I hate that. What? That... Let me do a pogo. You shouldn't ban me from pogoing off the face. That's like invisible wall. That's just so rude. You go across and down? So like, I guess maybe we go across. We bench here. I kind of want to explore this. I don't know if I'll have time to get to down here tonight, because got like about 10 minutes before I gotta go. But probably supposed to get our save back over here. I need your face to pogo. It's true. That's what I need. Pogoing you is easy because you're really tall. That makes you so good to pogo on. Especially when I want to get to new places. Just bring me your face. I wanna pogo it all over the place. Do we try and go down? Oh, you know, if I'd thought about it, we could have just gone to slab. Getting to that spot from slab's probably really easy. If we save and quit, we should appear at a bench. So you know what? It's fine. My concern... I didn't need to do that. My concern was that I didn't want to be somewhere I couldn't easily leave before I have to leave, before I have to leave. But since we'll just appear at a bench, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we'll go a little bit lower. Oh yeah, you're still helping me here. Oh, I love you. Yeah, you did so good. Grand victory achieved again. The haunted might of this place cannot stand against our pure hearts. I agree. You're wonderful. Alright. This way we haven't been in. This looks like a hot spring? What is that symbol? There was a bench here? This was a could have been had bench! There was a bench! Terrible! When we were in this area originally, we were benching from down here. Oh my god, there was a bench, not down here. I don't remember where it was. Maybe here. I don't know. My bench was so far away when I was exploring this area, though. I didn't know there was a bench here. Oh. Okay. What's the point of us making it steamy, though? Ow. I can't tell if the steam is helping or making it worse. Ow. Ow. Does this do the hot spring effect? Yeah. Yeah, it does. So I think we have another, like, area where it's supposed to be, like, the kind of rich area versus the poor area. We have the proper divine hot spring area here. And then in this room, we have, like, you know, the peasant's hot spring, where it's, like, some water that goes on a vent. There we go. And that connects this area a bit more. Good, good. Alright. I do think I should probably wrap up here. Otherwise I'm going to be really stressed out about time. So, this is a nice bench. We got a spot. We've done some good farming. We got a good amount of money. We made some necklaces. We got a quest done, which was nice. We started some quests. We got a house. Let's go house. Just overall, we did it was very good. Birdie and Masso are apparently routing stuff. Ender is playing Grounded. It's 10 hours into Grounded. I don't know how much longer he'll go, but we'll go over to Ender. Alright. Thank you for hanging out. this evening, tonight, we will be returning to the Silksong for a couple hours before bed. Probably exploring this area more. I'm not sure if I'm ready to go to that new area that I started to look at last night. I kind of feel like there's just a lot of like little cleanup things, like working on the quests. I kind of want to go work on that food quest more. So I think we might do a little bit more like backtracky world exploration stuff this evening. So, yeah, have a wonderful day.